Coming up on this edition of the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, it's the largest event in the fishing industry. Join Vance McCullough as we tour ICAST in Orlando. We feature the up-and-coming Arkansas Bass Trail. Chris Brown takes us fishing on Pickwick Lake. Plus, check out our new Ranger boat. And talk with our pros about the latest from Strike King and the product spotlight from Sportsman's Warehouse. The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show starts right now. Hey everyone, and thanks for watching. ICAST is the largest trade show in our industry that happens each and every year in Orlando, Florida. If it has to do with fishing, you can be sure it will be introduced to anglers everywhere at ICAST. It's become tradition here at the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show to give you a quick tour of the show, so here's no other than our own Vance McCullough.
Folks, welcome to ICAST 2018, the place where you get the first look at all that gear you'll be fishing with this year, as well as the classic favorites you can't live without. Let's go take a look at what's new at ICAST. Daryl, what can you tell me about Costa Sunglasses? What's your favorite model?
My favorite model is the Fantails, and I like the Sunrise Silver. It's an amber yellow lens. It's a yellow lens with a silver glaze on the front of it, and these are really good for low light conditions, morning time driving. That's what I really wear them a lot. To keep the bugs out of your eyes, and you can still see where you're going because they light everything up.
Justin, what can you tell me about Bass Mafia?
Well, man, obviously they are the best tackle boxes. We all know that. But this one might be the best one we've ever made. This is the ice box, not for ice fishing specifically because it looks like an ice cube. $19.99. It comes pre-populated with all the dividers already in it. Then for 20 bucks, you're getting a box that you can literally stand on, try to break, and you're not going to break it. So the thing is literally pretty much indestructible, and it's 20 bucks. So for terminal, if you're just looking for a smaller tackle box this year, this one's coming out, but got a feeling you're going to see a lot more in the future.
Hey, Kevin Van Dam here, and we're at the Strike King booth, and we're always working on new things. You know, I love to crank. I think everybody that's ever fished one of my KVD square bills would agree that, it's a great fish catching bait. We knew we wanted to have a bait in that line that would get to another level. So the last couple of years I've been working diligently on creating that. This is the new KVD 1.5 deep, and it's a square bill that's designed to go to that next level. So it'll run 8 to 10 foot deep, but it still has that great hunting action. So whether you're fishing grass, rock, or wood, you're gonna get that great deflection. But even if you're not, this bait just darts around. It's never swimming in the same exact motion, and that's what triggers bass to bite it. So it casts like a rocket, has a good dive angle to it. It's just a perfect profile bait to get to that next zone. It's the new KVD 1.5 deep from Strike King.
Hey guys, Mark Rose here. We're at ICAST, the Lew's booth. I want to tell you about a brand new reel out, probably the hottest, most premium reel that Lew's has got out this year. It's the Team Lew's Pro Titanium. It's a cool looking reel, but man, this thing is loaded with all the premium features. It's got the aluminum side plate, aluminum frame, lightweight, yet it's got the titanium coating over the top of that, a titanium finish. Carbon reel handle, which really keeps the weight down. Extra strong 20-pound drag. 27-point centrifugal braking system on here. It's got the spool tension knob that's got the line indicator on it. It's got a cool look. Check it out. It's the brand new reel by Lew's, the Pro Tie.
Strike King, just like every year before, has a whole line of new stuff out for 2019. Probably the bait I'm most excited about is the new Hack Attack Heavy Cover Pad Perch. The coolest, wildest action on a hollow-bodied frog-style bait that I've ever thrown. But the cool thing about it is there will not be another hollow-bodied bait that outfishes this bait in open water. It is the craziest action. You just got to try it to see it. It looks more like a wounded bait fish on the surface than any other bait like this I've ever thrown. Comes in a lot of natural colors, natural bluegill, shad spawn, which is honestly one of my favorite colors. Clear water conditions, you know, fishing for fish that are eating shad. You can throw this thing anywhere. The other cool thing about it is it's got 2 high-quality hooks in it. You know, it's that deal, it's that topwater bait, but you can fish it on braid and you can get those fish in the boat.
What a whirlwind couple of days that was. ICAST 2018 did not disappoint. John, back to you.
Thanks, Vance. Looks like you covered some ground out there in Orlando. Coming up next on the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, we head to Arkansas and check in with the Arkansas Bass Trail. And later, our own Chris Brown takes to Alabama's Pickwick Lake looking for some smallmouth. And we show you our new addition to the Anglers Channel family. Stay with us.
The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, sponsored by Ranger Boats, featuring the Z Comanche, 50 years in the making, by Mercury Marine, quality, performance, innovation, reliability, and by Strike King Lures, celebrating 50 years.
It is such a good night to kiss. It is such a good night to dance. It is such a good night to
A bad day on the road still beats a good one off it. Progressive helps keep you out there.
For 50 years, Ranger has led the way in innovative, high-performance designs, and we're raising the bar again with a bold new flagship line, the Ranger Z Comanche L Series. These rigs are custom crafted with a passion for perfection and loaded with more features and advantages to deliver domination at every level. The next generation Ranger L Series. Celebrate a legacy, 50 years in the making.
You know, guys, I hate to admit it, but before every tournament, I have to tie one on. And I really hate to admit this, but before the Bassmaster Classic, I really have to tie one on. And if you do what I did and tie one on from Strike King, maybe you'll get what I got, a classic hangover.
Good fishing requires focus. If you're worried about all the things that can go wrong, you're distracted, and your performance will show it. Sign and Glide is a much improved version of the on-water towing coverage that most boat insurance companies offer, and it came from the direct feedback and insights of progressive boaters like you and me. The previous on-water towing coverage was essentially a reimbursement coverage, which means boaters were responsible for finding a tow operator, paying the operator out of pocket, and then requesting reimbursement from Progressive. Sign and Glide now offers expanded assistance while on the water for only $30 to $50 per year. The new coverage goes far beyond just towing needs to also include jump starts, fuel delivery, and soft ungroundings if your boat becomes disabled on the water. The best part is Progressive arranges for the tow and usually pays the tow operator directly, so you typically pay nothing out of pocket.
Bass fishing popularity has been growing rapidly for many years, and how it looks, there's no end in sight, with youth teams, high school and college events, ensuring we have anglers in training to fill the ranks of trails and tournaments across the country for years to come. Today, we want to highlight the Arkansas Bass Team Trail. Started in 2014, this trail has grown and continues to develop. Tournament Director Keith Green.
You know, Arkansas Bass Team Trail, this is our 5th year. We've been growing every year. I see anything we're going to do is just be growing, continue our growth, and then just expand. I know the guys are behind it and supporting it, and, you know, our main draw has been that $10,000. We're going to continue to pump that everywhere we go.
The Arkansas Team Trail affords anglers across the state the chance to compete and visit some of Arkansas's best fisheries. The schedule consists of 4 single-day tournaments, a 2-day championship, and 2 open tournaments scheduled in 2018. We were on hand this year's 3rd tournament of the season before 150 teams set out to win that $10,000 first place prize.
The guys are out here on a lake called Lake Hamilton here in Arkansas today, looking to be a good tournament. You know, we're hitting it just right. The water's been warming up. We've had a lot of rain. The water's dingy, so the guys are really going to catch them today. Probably looking in that 20 to 22 pound range to take home the $10,000 check. That is what we give for first place at every event. It's guaranteed $10,000. Then we pay 1 for every 7 spots. So the guys are looking to cut them a big check today, and I think it's going to take a sack of fish to do it.
Looking for some big sacks of fish. First up today, boat number 28, Donnie Plunkett and Jordan Hutton. 5 fish and 5 alive. Good thing about weighing in first is you're going to be the leader.
For a few minutes.
Looks like a lot of people stacking up back there. Today, total weight 1055. 1055 for you guys. We appreciate you fishing with us. Have a 5 fish limit also, so going to see a lot of that today. And again, the weights just keep climbing. 1243 on their total weight. They are the new leaders, 1243.
Throughout the weigh-in, Keith was 100% correct as the weights kept climbing.
Boat number 1 today, our new leader, 1707. 1707. What do you say, or Weighmaster? We're going to have a new leader? New leader. All righty, here we go. Going to set the mark. Total weight today, 1986. 1986. Hold those pretty things up.
Jonathan Evans and Kenny Baugh held off the rest of the field all day long, leading by more than a pound to the 2nd place team of Doug Thompson and Hoyt Atkins with 18.40, followed closely in 3rd by Team Owens and Owens with 18.12. You can stay in touch with the Arkansas Bass Trail 24/7 by going to arkansasbasstrail.com, or you can go to the tournaments page of anglerschannel.com.
This portion of the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show is brought to you by Sportsman's Warehouse, America's premier outfitter, by Costa Del Mar, eyewear made with the angler in mind, by TH Marine, quality marine products, and by ARE truck caps, covers, and accessories.
From the dedicated, passionate anglers at G. Loomis, we bring you E6X. We know fishing and know how to make high-performance rods. Each E6X blank features multi-taper technology and action-matched high-grade cork handles, providing perfect balance and sensitivity. E6X belongs in your hand. Feel connected. For more information, visit gloomis.com.
From bass and walleye to crappie and the great outdoors, no one has ever built aluminum boats like these from Ranger. They're packed with standard features. The ride is super smooth, they're whisper quiet and incredibly stable. Check out the difference in quality, performance, and room in a Ranger aluminum design. America's fastest growing aluminum line. No matter what you're after on the water, these rigs are engineered to excel and priced to be yours.
Omar, look. Omar, check this out. Hi, yeah, I was calling to see if you do laser hair removal for men. Notice that my hips are off the ground? And then I'm gonna pike my hips back into downward dog. Hey, the rain stopped.
A bad day on the road still beats a good one off it.
Tell me about that dental procedure again! I can still taste it in my mouth.
Progressive helps keep you out there.
Sportsman's Warehouse is your premier hunting and fishing outfitter and proud to sponsor the Product Spotlight here on the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show. We caught up with Elite Series pro Cody Meyer talking about his new and favorite rod. Cody?
Hey everybody, Cody Meyer here, 2018 ICAST show here in the Daiwa booth. Some really exciting news. We just released a couple new SKUs of the Tatula Elite rod. You know, this is the rod the whole national Daiwa staff has been fishing the last couple years. And this is a new rod I came out with this year. This is a 7-foot 6-inch search bait rod. What that's gonna mean for me is gonna be a little swim bait rod. You know, the Strike King Rage Swimmer, Kitech style baits, any hollow belly bait. This is gonna be the rod for it. Again, 7-foot 6-inch, got a really soft tip, but a lot of backbone. It's a very parabolic rod, so you're gonna get a really far cast. You're gonna be able to cast a little bait further than a conventional rod. But the key part is you're gonna hook and land a lot more fish. You know, with this rod, when you get a bite, you're gonna be able to load up into that fish and catch it. You know, nothing changed with the handle, still the custom handle down here, the gray foam. I love this foam because when it's windy, raining, snowing, your hand is not gonna slip off, but more importantly, very comfortable, less fatigue, you're gonna be able to fish it all day. A lot of new SKUs, they were missing pieces to this phenomenal rod series. They're gonna be available soon, and couldn't be more proud to be a part of this team.
Find all the latest for your boat and tackle box online at sportsmanswarehouse.com. Ranger Boats has been a partner with us here at the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show for many, many years. We want to take a few moments to introduce you to our new addition to the AnglersChannel.com family, our new Ranger Z521L. Our marine partner, Ed Watkins Marine in Denver, walks Chris Brown through the features of this great boat.
The day's finally here with Ed Watkins Marine, here in beautiful Denver, North Carolina, Ranger 521L. And we finally got it here. Tell us about this thing of beauty sitting here.
This is the 2018 50th anniversary Ranger 521L. L being the 50th anniversary, right. Roman numeral L. What Ranger's done a phenomenal job really promoting and being proud of something. 50 years in business, making the best boat on the water. We'll start on the business end of this boat. The Talons, the beautiful Mercury Pro XS on the back end, but you can start seeing as we get back here to the muscle bars and the business end of the motor, Rangers refine the transom area, the spill well, the splash area, and most importantly, the pads and the strakes on the hull side. This boat will run and perform like no 521 on the water ever. Right. But as we start working our way forward, this is the really cool spot of what an L boat, a 521L or a 520L is the console, and being able to see a 15-inch screen. I'm talking, right. You start looking at a 15-inch screen.
15-inch screen set inside the console.
Set inside the console, just like we were talking about on the console, is we can take up to a 12
yeah,
up
we've
on
got
the bow.
The Helix 10 in this, but it can't take up to a 12.
Correct,
okay.
Correct.
Safe and secure, Humminbirds inset, up to 16-inch in the bow, or in the console, excuse me, up to 12 in the bow. Spot lock, Ultra X on the front. We've got the Talons on the back. Blackout edition. Even the fenders are new.
And guys, I tell you, it's an honor and privilege at Ed Watkins Marine to support you guys. We're diehard fans of you. We really do appreciate the support from y'all's end too. It's an honor and privilege to have you guys call Ed Watkins Marine home.
Well, we appreciate it very much, Ed.
Absolutely.
We look forward to it.
Thank you.
Let's check in with Bassmaster and Strike King Pro Kevin Van Dam talking about a new trend in buzzbaits.
You know, buzzbaits have been really popular, especially when you add a toad to them. That's been one of the hot trends on the tournament trail. So we decided to work to create one designed just for a toad. So first off, if you look at the Kvd Buzz Toad, without a toad on it, you can see that it doesn't have a normal buzzbait head. It's designed to have a keeper that when you put that toad on there, I mean, it locks it in place. It's not going to slide down. We put a long shank hook on it, and then we knew that we had to have the perfect toad. So we ended up creating a brand new one just for this buzzbait. So it's the Gurgle Toad, the Kvd Gurgle Toad, and you can see it's got a subtle kicker legs to it. So when you add it on that buzzbait, it has that subtle gurgling action, and that's why we called it the Gurgle Toad. It's got a lot livelier motion to it at slow speeds, because if you want to catch big fish on a buzzbait, you have to slow that thing down, and you still want that action. It draws the bass up to it, and really does a great job. They come pre-rigged with one on the bait and an extra in the package, and then the Gurgle Toads are sold separately also. So this makes a great bait, just rigged like on a belly-weighted hook, just thrown like you would a normal toad also. So it's a brand new bait from Strike King. If you like to throw buzzbaits, this is one you gotta have in your tackle box.
Up next on the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, Chris Brown takes us to his neck of the woods. We head to Pickwick Lake in Alabama right after this.
The Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show, brought to you by Minn Kota Trolling Motors, by Humminbird Electronics, Sims Clothing, and Ed Watkins Marine.
All right, folks, here we are, beautiful Pickwick Lake with my buddy Chad Sykes. We're going fishing, doing a little Alabama fishing deal here this morning. Chad's up and coming Alabama angler, and we're excited to have him on the program today. So we're gonna go out, try to catch a few smallmouth. Chad's gonna show me a few things about the old Ned rig and Lord knows what else. So Chad, welcome, let's go have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
Look, I don't know what you're doing back there. That's a brown fish.
Showing me out.
Oh yeah.
Looks like a good one.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's fun right there.
Yeah. Here you come. Oh. Ooh, that's a good
That
one.
is a good. You might want to grab that net back just to be on the safe side.
Ooh.
Yeah, he didn't like that, did he? Woo! Oh, and it popped out.
He got a cold haul in there.
Sure does, doesn't he? God, that is a fun, fun fish. Good Lord. That's what you come to Pickwick for. And that's the guy to do it with. So this is what Mr. Chad's got us throwing today. A 1/5 ounce Ned rig. You can see how big it is compared to my hand. Ain't hardly nothing.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Net for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come right over me, Chris, if you can.
I can't, it's underneath you.
That's about a 5 pounder, 4 pounder.
Good Lord, son.
Goodness gracious, that's a massive one. Woo. There we go.
Yes, sir. Woo. That is a stud right there. Mr. Ned rig.
That's what you want.
You getting that? All right, good.
There's one.
Got him.
Oh yeah.
Got him. That's a good one.
Stay down.
Stay down, boy. Oh, 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 oh. Oh!
That's 4.
Well, Buck, that has been the story of our day. We've seen a bunch of good ones, caught a few good ones. You've caught some really good ones. But I mean, that's smallmouth fishing on light line.
It is.
And I mean, not a whole lot else you can do, really. No. I mean, they're acrobats as it is. So, but great day. Good morning.
It's been fun.
Really enjoyed it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for showing us around.
Thanks for having
Pickwick
me.
Lake and around these beautiful smallmouth the 1st of May, and maybe we can catch a few more next time.
Oh yeah, let's come back.
Absolutely.
You can catch more of Chris's visit with Chad on our expanded web show, The Anglers Channel Insider. Check it out on anglerschannel.com. That'll do it for this week's show. To stay up to date on all the tournaments, podcasts, insider information, anything and everything to do with bass fishing, just go to anglerschannel.com. I'm John Byrne for the Progressive Bass Wrap-Up Show. Have a great week and be safe on the water.
Promotional consideration provided by Carhartt, Bass Mafia, Buckeye Lures, Collins Boating, by Gemini Custom Brands and Fishing Jerseys, and by Rhino Hitch. Produced by anglerschannel.com.